So ito tayo ngayon for yung 'di ba, napag-usapan natin nung orientation natin na since may time ako gumawa ng additional lecture videos, not necessarily lecture videos but additional videos para sa inyo in regards to the 'di ba, yung may mga times 'di ba, pag isang teacher after ng isang exam or assignment, ina-answer yan sa board, 'di ba? May mga ganong instances. So ngayon, ganun yung gagawin natin dito. But basically, this is not a lecture video or a video that is required for you to watch. Additional lang siya kung may gusto sa inyong manood para makita paano yung explanation ng pag-solve ng problem sa quizignments natin and sa quizzes, then watch this. Pero if you're not that type of person, mas gugustuhin mo na diretso na lang doon sa solution titingin, okay, that's good for you. Now, ikaw sir, tatanungin ka namin, manonood ka ba kapag ikaw yung nasa posisyon namin? Depende. Personally, I won't. Titingin lang ako. Generally, I won't. Pero, pag may mga certain problems, mga certain problems na kung saan naiinis ka, di ba? Or na infuriate ka, yung hindi mo mag-gets paano to nagawa, ano yung sense nito, yun. In that case, papanoorin ko yung part ng lecture video sa pag-solve ng problem na yun. Pero generally, hindi. Pero at the end of the day, nakadepende yan sa kung ano yung effective study habit na meron kayo. If you're that type of student na very diligent, yeah, na papanoorin talaga to, okay, good. But if you're that type of student like me, na goods na sa solution, kasi tamad, di ba? Pero effective yung ganun, okay, goods. Kanya-kanyang trip lang yan. Kaya hindi ko to gagawing required. Additional material lang to para sa inyo. Since may time akong gumawa, since yung ginagamit naman natin lecture video was already finished, di ba? Ito, additional na lang para sa inyo. So, hindi to, ulitin ko, hindi to required. So, now, we will start with the yung quizignment natin sa BAPE6. Ang topic is partnership formation. Pero madali na lang yun, di ba? Pangilang galaw nyo na to sa partnership. Pangatlo, ano yung una? Yung sa FAR, di ba? Pinag-usapan yung partnership doon, yung partnership corporation. Second, yung sa law on partnerships and di ba? Sa business laws and regulations natin. Ako nagturo ng partnership sa inyo. And yung next is, this na yung pangatlong daan nyo. Diba? Pangatlong daan nyo na sa partnership. So, gamay na nyo na to. Basic na lang to para sa inyo. But anyways, kaya nga sasabi ko, kanya-kanyang trip yan. Kung manood kayo goods, kung hindi, okay lang, walang problema. Kanya-kanyang effective study habit lang yan. So with that, let's proceed. Okay, nabalik tayo sa wait lang. Back. Yun. So with that said, okay, ito yung natin, di ba? Sa partnership. Saan yun? So, start tayo. Okay. So, una, kung gusto nyo i-skip to, punta diretso na sa problems, diba? Sa problems solutions, you can do that. Kanya-kanyang trip lang yan. So, ito, una sa problem 1, true or false. The accounting for the assets and liabilities of partnership o partnership business is different from that of a sole proprietorship or a corporation. Well, technically, hindi naman sila different. It's the fundamental is the same. They're following the same standard. So, the answer is false. Yeah? The answer is false. The next one. A partnership. Yeah? Wait lang. Ano ba? Mas magandang size. Okay. A partnership is relatively easy to form but also easy to dissolve. Di ba? Napag-usapan natin yan sa business laws and regulations natin na madaling mag-form ng partnership. Bakit? Kasi sabi ng civil code, oral man or forma, oral man o written, goods lang, di ba? Makaka-form ka na ng partnership. Then, may mga certain requirements lang, di ba? Yung 3,000 peso na pag lumampas ka ng 3,000 peso sa capital, no, tsaka ka lang in written, pero kung below naman, goods lang. Then, there's certain requirements, yung immovable properties, pero madali lang siyang i-form, di ba? Ngayon, yung na-discuss natin, same teacher, na-discuss natin yung liquidation ng partnership, yung dissolution, mahirap, di ba? Kasi maraming kailangang isettle. Lalo na kapag mayroon kang external liabilities, di ba? Liabilities to third parties. Tapos liabilities partners pa. So, di ba? Mas mahirap mag-dissolve ng partnership kaysa mag-form. Madaling gumawa, mahirap magpalaki or mahirap i-end, yeah. So with that, let's go to the Mr. A contributed land with a historical cost of 1 million and fair value of 2 million to a partnership business. So, Mr. A's contribution shall be valued at 1 million pesos in the partnership books. Ang tamang answer dyan is, ang tamang answer dyan is 2 million. Yeah? So, false to. Bakit? Ano ba yung valuation ng contribution ng partner sa partnership? Diba? Napag-usapan yan. Ang una, hierarchy, pinaka-top is agreed value. Kahit ano pa man historical niyan, kahit ano pa man yung fair value niyan, pero kapag ito yung naging agreed value ng partners, ito yung pinag-usapan nilang magiging value ng assets and liabilities na i-contribute nila, din yung masusunod. Yung pinag-usapan ng partners, because a partner is a contra kung ano yung stipulated, ano yung pinag-agrihan ng party, yun yung masusunod. Ngayon, pag wala lang agreed value, doon ka sa fair value. And this case may And next yung historical na kapag wala si agreed and si fair. Na in this case, meron kang fair value. Okay, yun. Hindi 1 million, so false. A. Bonus given to a partner is treated as a reduction to the capital accounts of the other partners. Yes. Yeah. Lalo na pag walang asset revaluation. Yeah? Iba rin yun sa asset revaluation, di ba? Kasi either tataas o madidevalue yung asset, tapos kaya kanyang galaw yun sa sa capitals ng partners, sa equity nila. Sa bonus naman, the total capital remains the same. Yeah? The total contributed capital and the total agreed capital pagdating sa bonus remains the same. Pero pagdating sa revaluation, sa asset revaluation, sa other one, yun doon na mag-iiba-iba yan. Mag-iiba na yung total contributed capital sa total agreed capital. So, answer dito is true. So, Miss B contributed equipment with a carrying amount of 100 and a fair value of 200 to a partnership. Walang bonus na binigay to any partner in the partnership books. Equipment is debited for 200 but B's capital account is credited for 100. Mali naman. Dapat credited 200. Wala nang bonus na binigay. Diba? Tapos fair value ang sinunod. So, dapat 200 din. Yeah, basic. Yeah? Madali lang yan. So, Mr. C contributed land with fair value of 1 million to a partnership. The land has an unpaid mortgage of 0.2 million. 200,000, which the partnership agreed to assume. Now, the valuation of Mr. C's net contribution is 1.2. Mali. Dapat, Dapat 800,000 yan. Kasi yung land, 1 million fair value. Okay, goods. Tapos may unpaid mortgage siya of 200,000. Ngayon, the partnership agreed to assume that. Ibig sabihin, masasama yan. It will be a liability. So, 1 million asset, 2 million liability. So, ang equity magiging 800 dapat. So, that is false. Ngayon, kapag hindi nila sinabi o hindi stated dito na hindi ito na it will not be assumed by the partnership, then buong-buo 1 million matatanggap or mako-contribute. Tapos, ipe-personally settle na lang ni Mr. C yung mortgage. Pero ito, in agreement. So, dapat 0.8 yan. So, for the next two numbers, Mr. D and Miss E form a partnership. D contributed 200 while E contributed 100. The partners' respective interest na partnerships are 60 kay D, 40% naman kay E. So, kita nyo na 200, 100. Pero yung magiging interest nila ay 60-40. So, from that, you can see magkakaroon ng bonus yan, di ba? Magkakaroon ng bonus. So, the initial credits to the partner's capital accounts are to be adjusted using the bonus method to reflect the partner's respective interest. So, the balance of this capital account after the formation is 180. 180 yan. So, tawag dito, that is true. That is true. Kasi di ba, kahit 200 and 100 yan ang contribution, 300 total, 60% lang yung kukunin niya sa contributed. O, sa magiging capital ng partnership. So, ito, dito, 200 plus 100 times 60%, 180. Goods. The bonus is given is 40. Hindi rin naman. Kasi tingnan mo, from this alone, di ba? Kita mo na klarong-klaro. 300 ang total, 180 na punta kay D. So, may natirang 120, 100 na nag-contribute ni E. So, dapat 20. Bakit 40? False yan. Kahit di mo, utak ng mental math na lang gamitin. Klaro agad. O, dito ang solution. Yeah. So, last two numbers for problem 1. Fact pattern, Pew and Pi agreed to form a partnership. Si Pew nag-contribute ng 200 while si Pi expertise lang. So, industry ang kinontribute niya, industry. Now, the partnership agreement stipulates that Pew and Pi shall have equal interest in both the initial capital of the partnership and in subsequent partnership profit and losses. So, yan. Pinag-usapan nila. Kahit na yung capital asset na contribution, kay Pew lang, pinag-usapan nila 50-50 pa rin sila. So, nagkakaroon ng bonus yan. So, the cash contribution of Pew shall be debited for 200 pero yung net credit niya is 100. Oo, true kasi nga 50-50 sila dito. Equal interest. Immediately after partnership formation, the balance of Pi's capital account is 0. Hindi. 100 din kasi nga klaro naman. Yeah. Equal interest sila. So, false. Dapat 100 yan. Next. So, dito tayo ngayon sa problem 2. Multiple choice. To basic na rin. Basic lang, di ba? Basic na. Ako kasi ginamp ko na yun sa Pero, maganda rin to. Recap. Yeah. Maganda yung mag-recap sa mga topics. Bakit? Kasi pagdating sa board exam, promise, titirahin kayo sa basic. Ilang beses nyo maririnig sa akin. And from the other teachers. Pagdating sa board exam, titirahin kayo sa basics. No, sir. So, number 1. The asset contribution of partners to a partnership are initially measured at fair value. Pero pagdating dyan, makita mo yung agreed and yung given a fair value. Yeah. Mr. I and Mr. M formed a partnership business. Si Mr. I contributed equipment na may fair value na 2 million. Ngayon, however, the partners agreed that Mr. I's capital account should be credited for 2.2 million. Which of the following statement is correct? So yun, 2 million ang kinontribute niya. Pero ang i-credit sa kanya, sa equity, sa partner's capital account is 2.2. So tumaas ang 200,000. So anong nangyari dyan? Excess, probably, ito. Mr. Capital account will be debited. Yeah. Will be debited. Should be, Mr. I's capital account. Saan ito? Mr. M's capital account. Kasi nagkaroon ng bonus Binigyan ng bonus si I. Saan kukunin yung bonus? Kay M. Take note of this, nasabi ko siguro to sa partnership formation video natin. Pag meron mga ganitong instances, if the problem is silent, always assume na it is a bonus method, not an asset revaluation. Okay? Always assume na bonus method yung mga ganitong problems. Pag hindi sinabi, kasi sa previous, di ba, may mga sinabi bonus. Ngayon may mga instances na ganito lang, simple. In that case, always assume, diba? If the problem is silent, na bonus method yan. Wag i-assume na asset revaluation. Okay? Madedelix ka doon. Kasi pag i-asset revaluation mo yan, gagalawin mo yung total capital, di ba? Yung total contributed capital and total agreed capital. Different yan sila. Pag dating sa bonus method, pareho lang ang total contributed and total agreed capital. Di ba? So, under the bonus method, any increase or decrease in the capital credit of partner is deducted from or added to the capital credits. So, under the bonus method, the asset contributed by a partner receiving a bonus is under the bonus method, the asset contributed by a partner receiving a bonus is credit. Debited an amount equal to the asset per value. Under the bonus method, the asset contributed by a partner receiving a bonus. So, kasi asset man, the asset contributed by a partner receiving a bonus debited, no? Hindi mo yung gagalawin. Ang gagalawin mo yung credit capital nila. Yung asset, huwag mo nagalawin yan kasi bonus yung nagagalaw lang pagdating sa bonus is yung capital ng partner. So, huwag mo gagalawin yung asset. Ngayon, sir, may mga instances na gagalawin yan? Oo. Anong tawag doon? Sa agreed evaluation yan, gagalawin mo yung assets. O, di ba? O, increase mo by how many? By 120%, mga ganun instances. Mr. X and Mr. Y agreed to form a partnership. The fair values of the partner's net contribution vary. So, however, the partners agreed to have, bakit dikit-dikit to ni ko na spacing? Agreed to have equal capital credits. Cash settlements, chicken. Ba't ko na spacing? Capital credits, excuse me po. Capital credits. Cash settlements shall be made between them for the difference. Which of the following statement is correct? The cash settlement, the cash contribution partners, the cash settlement in case cash settlement between the person will not be recorded. Yes, kasi personal na yan eh. Oh, personal transaction yan. As we have said, personal transactions, huwag mo sasama sa books. Ngayon po tayo sa next. Okay, dito tayo sa sa problem 3 sa exercises. So anyways, so may mga copies naman kayo nito, di ba? So Sunny and Gloomy contributed the following in the formation of their partnership business. So ito yung kay Sunny, cash, AR, inventory. Kay Gloomy, ang contribute niya is 340. So 440. Ngayon, may additional information tayo. Ngayon, sa accounts receivable, 60% lang daw yung recoverable. So 60% lang yung mababawi nila. Sa inventory, even though 160 ang cost niya, ang net realizable value niya lang is 120. Ngayon, di ba? If you can still remember, pagdating sa inventory, LCNRV tayo, lower of cost or net realizable value. In this case, mas mababa yung NRV, 120, kaysa doon sa cost of 160, yung NRV tayo. Sunny acquired inventory on account, so hindi siya paid as cash. Ngayon, the partnership will assume the unpaid balance of 60,000. So, liabilities assume ng partnership. And the land has a fair value of 600. So, instead of the historical cost of 340, yung 600 yung gagamitin para sa ipapasok sa partnership. With that said, requirement, provide the journal entry. Journal entry daw. Saan yun? Klaro naman to, di ba? So, journal. So, ito basically, ba? Solution. Sunny, di ba? Ang basic ng partnership. Formation. Yeah. Sunny, Gloomy, partnership. So, Sunny, ating contribution niya, yung cash, 180, di ba? Face value yan. Face ang natin. So, pero accounts receivable, 60% na recoverable. So, 60K. Inventory, yeah, 120. LCNRV. Ngayon, kay Gloomy naman, land. Kahit 340 yung cost, ang fair value, 600 yun ang nilagay. So, yun, yung total ng contribution niya, ni Sunny is 360, kay Gloomy, 600. So, 960 yung total asset. However, may accounts receivable. Accounts payable, inassume ng partnership on the inventory. So, liabilities. Bawas kay Sunny yan. So, ang adjusted capital balance is 300 kay Sunny, 600 kay Gloomy, partnership 900. Yan yung equity. So with that said, journal entry daw. Basic, di ba? Cash, AR, yung recoverable, inventory, yung NRV, yung land, yung fair value. Tapos yung accounts payable na inassume ng partnership, Sunny capital 300, Gloomy capital 600. Ang dali, di ba? Sana ganyan lahat ng question sa partnership, pero hindi. So going to the next one, use the information sa problem 1. Si Sunny and Gloomy agreed na yung share in profits nila and losses will be based on a 30-70 ratio. So 30% kay Sunny, 70% kay Gloomy. So a partner to, hindi apart. A partner with a deficient contribution shall provide additional cash in order for his capital balance to reflect his profit and loss sharing ratio. Requirement, provide the entity to record the additional investment of a partner with deficient contribution. So, dapat, dapat yung sabi ang logic lang dito is dapat yung kinontribute ng partner is equal sa kanyang sa kanyang magiging capital balance. Ngayon, kapag deficient yung partner na yun, kailangan niya mag-additional contribution. Ngayon, sir, bakit dito diretso agad? Alam na Sunny yung ginamit. na si Sunny yung saktong-sakto yung kanyang contribution sa kanyang ratio. Bakit hindi pwede itry yung kay Gloomy? Una, sagutin mo natin itong kay Sunny. So si Sunny, contribution niya 300. Yeah? Galing dito sa taas. Saan yun? Ngayon, so yun. Ang total magiging contributed capital is 1 million. Ngayon, since 70% kay Gloomy, so times mo sa 70%, dapat yung minimum capital required kay Gloomy is 700,000. So pero yung na-contribute niya lang is 600, so kailangan niya ng additional contribution kasi may deficiency on his part. So yan, cash, Gloomy capital. Sir, what if, balik na rin natin kasi di ba sabi kung what if yung kay Gloomy yung gagamitin natin? Na 600 divided by 70% para si Sunny ang mag-contribute. Ganito yan, class. Yeah? Yes, 600 kay Gloomy. Divided mo by 0.70. 857,142. Okay, goods. Ngayon, same pattern. Times mo 30%. Kasi yan yung kay Sunny. Kung titingnan mo, yung contribution ni Sunny is already 300,000. Tapos yung magiging supposed capital contribution niya kapag gagamitin natin si Gloomy as a basis would be 257,000. Yeah? So walang deficiency on that part. So there's no logic in using Gloomy as the basis of calculating. Because if you will use that, there would be no deficiency. The problem is very clear. Dapat yung partner na may deficient contribution. Hindi naman si Sunny may deficient contribution. Kasi kung titingnan natin dito, 257, kung gagamiting basis yung kay Gloomy, 300 yung kinontribute ni Sunny. Walang deficiency doon. On the other hand, kapag si Sunny yung ginamit nating basis, 1 million times 70%, makita natin na si Gloomy may deficiency. So, sa yung hinahanap ng problem. So, yan yung gagamitin. Ganun lang yan. Next, let's go to 1, 2 dito. Use the information in problem 1. Si Sunny and Gloomy agreed to have equal credits to their capital accounts. Equal credits daw. The bonus method shall be used. So, bonus to, hindi personal settlement, bonus method. Hindi asset evaluation, hindi personal settlement of cash, but rather a bonus method. Shall be used. So, unang requirement, compound entry. Second, simple journal entry. So, So, with that said, ito yung kasimple. Cash, assist kanina, cash, 180, accounts receivable, 60%, 60K, inventory, yung NRB 120, land, yung fair value of 600, then yung credit sa accounts payable. Ngayon, ang total, di ba? Contributed capital or adjusted capital balance was 900. And sabi dito, dapat equal credit sila and ang gagamitin is bonus method. So, with that, kapag ipapakita yan sa compound entry, Sunny, capital, 50-50 sila 900 times 50%, 450 kay Gloomy, same rin. Ngayon, kapag simple journal entries tayo, yun, cash, debit cash, AR, inventory, credit, payable, then ito yung kay Sunny, to record this contribution. Sunny capital 300. Ito naman yung kay Gloomy to record this contribution of land, 600, 600. Ngayon, papakita dito kung paano yung galawan. Paano yung galawan? Gloomy capital, 150, 150. Kasi dapat 450 sila. Si Sunny 300 lang. So, dapat madagdagan siya. Si Gloomy na sobrahan ng kasi 450 lang, 600 sa kanya. So, babawasan sa kanya. So, ganyan na kasimple. So, next, number 4. Use the information sa problem 1. Sunny and Gloomy agreed to have equal credits to their capital accounts. However, in this case, hindi na bonus method but rather cash settlement na is to be made between the partners for the adjustment of their capital balances. Requirement, describe how the cash settlement should be made and how it would be accounted for in the partnership books. Now, alam niyo ang answer dito. Cash settlement, personal settlement, hindi yan accounted sa partnership books. So, kasi personal transactions yan between the partners. However, magkano yung kinontribute nilang cash or babayarang cash, magkano yung marireceive ng isa, magkano yung babayaran ng isa, ito yun. Asset contribution, 300 kay Sunny, 600 kay Gloomy. Pero dapat equal yung kanilang capital balances, equal credits. So, dapat 900 times 50%, 450 sila. So with that said, si Sunny nasobrahan ng or kinulang. So siya ngayon yung magbabayad ng 150 kay Gloomy. Para si Gloomy, yung kanyang capital papapasa kay Sunny. So, ayan, 150 yung kanilang per transaction. Ngayon, pagdating dito sa last number ng problem na to, use the information sa problem 1, si Sunny and Gloomy naman agreed ulit to have equal capital credits to their capital accounts. Ngayon, this time naman, additional investment na or partial withdrawal should be made by a partner from the partnership for any adjustment to his capital balance. Requirement, which partner should make an additional investment and which partner should make a withdrawal. So, same logic or same pattern, 300 kay Sunny, 600 kay Gloomy. Ngayon, i-adjust nyo yan for 50. 450 kasi 900, 50%. So, withdrawal, additional investment. Ngayon, si Sunny, mag-additional investment siya. Bakit? 300 lang yung kanyang contributed dapat 450 yan. So, additional investment siya. Si Sunny, si Gloomy, 600 yung kanyang kinontribute. However, 450 lang dapat. So, mag-withdraw siya ng 150. So, yan. Kung niyo yan, gagawin nyo yung gagawin nyo yung journal entry. Simple lang, debit, capital ni Gloomy, credit kung ano yung hinila niyang asset. Kay Sunny naman, credit, capital, additional 150, then debit, ano yung kanyang additional contribution. Ganun ka basic. Now, let's proceed to the last one. So, ano tong next natin? Yung multiple choice, computational. So, with that, number 1, 5 na ba to? 5. So, 5 numbers, last part. So, Twinkle, Ship, and Buzz, so tatlo sila, form a partnership. Twinkle contributed cash of 80. Si Ship naman nag-contribute ang equipment na may historical cost of 700, carrying amount of 180, pero yung fair value 90 na lang. So, alam niyo na anong gagamitin dyan. Buzz contributed naman a building na may historical cost of 1 million, carrying amount of 480, ng fair value is 690. So, alam na anong gagamitin dyan. The partnership will assume the unpaid mortgage of 580,000 on the building. So, kahit na 690 yung yan, may mortgage of 580 and i-assume ng partnership daw. So, which partner has the largest capital account balance on partnership formation? So, ito. So, si Twinkle, 80. Cash contribution. Equipment ni Ship, 90 lang. Kasi, yan yung fair value. So, 90. Si Buzz naman, 690 fair value ng building. Kaso, yung mortgage niyan, i-assume. So, bawas yan sa kanya ng 580. Pero siya pa rin yung may pinakamalaking contribution in the amount of 110,000. So, that is Buzz. So, Hammer Nail form a partnership. Hammer contributed equipment with an original cost of 370. Pero yung fair value na is 300, while si Nail nag-contribute ng cash of 180. So, Hammer Nail agreed to have a 60-40 interest in the partnership and that their capital credits should reflect this fact. So, yun. Kahit 300, 180 ang contribution, 60-40 pa rin. Kahit sa initial capital balance nila. Sa initial credits nila. So, a partner's capital account should be increased accordingly by way of additional cash investment. Which of the partners should make an additional investment and by how much? So, kung sino yung may deficient, same sa ginawa natin kanina, kung sino may deficient, siya yung magbabayad. Siya yung mag-additional contribution. Kasi yung requirement ng problem sino yung mag-additional contribution? Mag-additional contribution ka lang naman kung may deficient ka. Yeah? So, with that said, same logic kanina. Diba? Tawag dito? 300, 180. 300, 180. 300 plus 180 plus Panachi. Di tanga. Mental math for 480. Hindi. 60-40. Based on their contribution. Yeah, additional contribution pala hindi pa. So, lagay natin si 300 ni Hammer and yung kanyang 60%. Ba? 300 ni Hammer. Ito, alam natin na hindi itong Wait lang. Bakit 30% nilagay ko dito? 300 kasi 60 pala eh. 300 divided by 0.60 nga. 60. So, 500,000 times 40, 200,000. So, dito alam niyo na, sino may deficient? Si Neil. Kasi yung 40% sa kanya, pero 180 lang yung na-contribute niya. So, 200,000, dapat yung kanyang contributed capital, pero yung actual na contribute niya is 180, may deficient siya of 20. So, mag-additional contribution siya of 20. Si Neil. Ngayon, kita naman dito. Ngayon, let's say, basis natin si Neil. Diba? Sabi kasi hinahanap dito sinong partner ang may deficient para siya yung mag-additional contribution. So, 180, sabi natin, 180 divided by 0.4. Times mo, 0.6 para kay Hammer. 270, 300 na na-contribute niya. Walang deficient on his part. Diba? Walang deficient. So, there's no point of Hammer additionally contributing because the one who has deficient is Neil. So, dito sa number 3, Mike and Mario agreed to form a partnership. Mike contributed equipment with a carrying amount of 100, tas ang fair value 70. While si Mario naman nag-contribute ng 200,000 cash. So, the partners agreed to have a profit sharing ratio of 2:1 respectively. So, the initial credits to the partners' capital account shall reflect this fact. Okay, it's initial contribution. Sa under the bonus method, so bonus method tayo dito, how much the capital balance of capital account, how much the balance of the capital account of Mario immediately after the partnership formation. So, sa 2:1, siya yung 1. So, siya yung 1. So, 1/3 yung gagamitin nating fraction dito. So, add mo lang yung add mo lang yung contributed capital times 1/3. Yun yung kay Mario. Nakalagay dito. 70, contribution ni Mike. 200, contribution ni Mario. Tapos, 1/3 lang mapupunta kay Mario. Sir, napaka-unfair naman yan. Malay mo, hindi ganyan kasimple yung mga ganyan situation. Malay mo, si Mike, siya yung magiging partner na managing partner, di ba? Siya yung magtatrabaho. Si Mike, investor lang. Si Mario, investor lang. Yeah? Yung ma-manage talaga si Mike o si Mike may mga connections na makatulong sa paggawa ng partnership. Kaya yung capital creation mas malaki sa kanya, di ba mga ganong instances yan. So, hindi lang yan yung as it is kung what you see is what you get. Baka may background story rin yan, kaya kahit na mas malaki yung contribution ni Mario, 1/3 lang sa kanya, baka may additional na may ibibigay si Mike, siya yung managing partner, siya yung may mga connections, di ba? So, anyway, yun. 270k times 1/3, 90k kay Mario. So, Abel and Carr form a partnership and agreed to divide initial capital equally. Even though Abel contributed 100,000 and Carr contributed only 84,000 in identifiable asset. Under the bonus approach, to adjust the capital accounts, Carr's unidentifiable asset should be debited for 0. Because why? Bonus method ang ginagalaw lang natin dyan. Di ba nasabi natin kanina? Sa bonus method, hindi natin ginagalaw yung value ng asset. Ang ginagalaw natin, ang tinitweak natin is yung capital credits ng mga partners. Hindi ginagalaw sa bonus method yung value ng asset. Kaya 0 yan, no? Nakalagay dito. No goodwill or the unidentifiable asset is recognized under the bonus approach. Kasi nga, ang ginagalaw lang sa bonus approach is yung capital credits. Hindi natin ginagalaw yung value ng assets. Last number. A and B agreed to form a partnership. The partnership agreement stipulates the following. Yung initial capital, 300. So, yun yung kinontribute nila. Ngayon, 2575 interest in the equity of the partnership. So, yun. So, si A nag-contribute ng 100,000 cash, si B 200,000 cash. Which partner should provide additional investment or withdraw part of his investment in order to bring the partner's capital credits to their respective interests? In the respective interests in the equity of the partnership. So, agreed capital, 300. A's required balance is 275 kasi 25% na sa kanya. 75% naman kay B, 225. So, yun. Actual contributions, required capital balance, yun, same kanina, additional withdrawal. Si A, mag-withdraw ng 25. Si B, mag-additional contribution of 25. Yan lang. Simple. Letter B, additional contribution. So with that said, yan lang. Discussion, hindi siya discussion but rather explanation solving ng Quizignment ninyo. So yung next one would be BAPE 7, then yung BAPE 2. With that said, bye! Love you!